A few months ago, I sat in a meeting with a couple. He had just turned 50 and she was 48. For most of their adult life, they'd worked secure, well-paying corporate jobs. And then, after 20 years, they'd built up a decent nest egg. But they felt restless. They wanted something new, so they cashed out their pensions, paid the taxes, and poured everything into a fast food franchise. It was exciting. It was their dream. And then, COVID-19 happened. Lockdowns, supply chain issues, rising staff costs, and to be honest, a few poor financial decisions. In the end, they sold the business at a loss. Not only was the business gone, their retirement savings were gone too. They came back to corporate jobs, older, wiser, but also concerned. They looked me in the eye and asked, Hadi, we're starting over. Is it too late? My answer was simple. It's never too late, but we have to move fast and we have to move smart. And that's what today's video is all about. If you're in your 50s and feeling behind, whether you took a risk that didn't pay off or life simply got in the way, here's how to catch up and still retire with dignity, purpose, and confidence. Hi there, welcome back. I'm Hardy Swart, Certified Financial Planner and a Director at Family Wealth Custodians. My team and I have helped thousands of South Africans retire with clarity and confidence. If this video helps you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share it with someone who might need a comeback plan. Quick disclaimer, remember this video is for educational purposes only. It doesn't constitute personal financial advice. Please chat to a certified financial planner before making any big financial decisions. Before you can move forward, you need clarity. With this couple, we started out by reviewing all their current savings, retirement annuities, pensions, and discretionary investments. We also looked at their properties. We tracked their monthly expenses, from their bond repayments all the way to their Woolies runs. We calculated their retirement shortfall. It was sobering, but it replaced fear with focus, because you can't plan for the journey if you don't know where the starting point is. The second step is to maximize retirement contributions. One of the fastest ways to catch up is to make the most of what SARS already allows. You can contribute in South Africa up to 27.5% of your taxable income, capped at 350,000 Rand a year, into retirement funds. That means more money for your future and less tax today. This couple wasn't even close to using that allowance, so we made a simple shift. Redirected bonuses and salary increases straight into the retirement annuity. Use those contributions to cut their tax bill and build a retirement capital faster. Here's an example. Let's say you earn R1,000,000 a year. If you invest 200,000 Rand into a retirement annuity, SARS will only tax you on 800,000 Rand. At a marginal tax rate of, let's say, 41%, that's an immediate saving of about 82,000 Rand in taxes. That 82,000 Rand that would have gone towards SARS now is working for your retirement instead. And once inside the retirement annuity, all growth is tax-free. No tax on interest, dividends, or capital gains. So over a 10 to 15 year period, that tax-free compounding is massive. At first, they were hesitant. They remembered the old, inflexible retirement annuities that locked people in. But today's modern retirement annuities, through platforms such as Allan Gray 91 and a couple of others, are different. They offer low transparent fees, flexibility in investment choice, and access to world-class local and global funds. For this couple, the retirement annuity became their recovery engine, saving tax today while compounding wealth for tomorrow. Step 3. Cut expenses and redirect savings. Next, we tackled lifestyle. The question was simple. What can we cut without sacrificing quality of life? Together they sat down and we had a discussion. We decided to sell their second car, cancel unused subscriptions, and cut back on eating out and luxury travel. The result? They freed up over 8,000 Rand a month, and every cent of that was redirected into investments. When you're catching up, every rand matters. Small changes today can buy freedom tomorrow. Step 4. Invest for growth, but stay smart. At 50, they still had 15 to 20 years before retirement. Enough time for compounding, but not enough time to recover from big mistakes. So, for their unique situation, we built a balanced portfolio for long-term growth and stability. We looked at allocating about 60% of their portfolio towards local and global equities, 30% towards fixed income, and 10% for liquidity in cash and cash alternatives. And importantly, we only used regulated, transparent products. No unlisted schemes and definitely no guaranteed return scams. If you're behind, yes, you need growth, but you also need safety, liquidity, and quality. Step 5. Eliminate high interest debt. Before you build wealth, you need to plug the leaks. We help them pay off credit cards, refinance loans at lower rates, and closed unused revolving credit facilities. This boosted their monthly cash flow, freeing up more money for investments. Remember, debt destroys compounding. Eliminate it and your savings start to accelerate. Step 6. Use tax-free savings accounts. On top of their retirement annuities, we added tax-free savings accounts. Each contributed 36,000 Rand a year. Why? Because all growth is 100% tax-free. Withdrawals are flexible, and a tax-free savings account complements a retirement annuity perfectly. We positioned the retirement annuity as the retirement engine and the tax-free savings account as the flexible booster. Together, they built resilience. Step 7. Delay retirement if needed. This wasn't easy to hear, but even delaying retirement by 3 to 5 years can be a game changer. Why, you ask? Because more years to contribute, more time for compounding, and fewer years to fund. They agreed to work until 67 with part-time consulting from the age of 60. Those extra years added millions to the retirement outlook. Step 8. Generate additional income. Finally, they looked for ways to bring in more money. She started freelance HR consulting. He rented out a part of their Stellenbosch property. They experimented with small online side hustles. None of these made them rich, but together they added up 5 to 10,000 Rand a month to their savings. When you're behind, every extra rand counts and gives you back control. If you're 50 or older and feel behind, you're not alone. It's not about shame, it's about strategy. This couple went from discouraged and uncertain to clear, focused, and back in control. And you can too. If you're ready to rewrite your retirement story, then join our retirement community. You'll find the link in the description below. And if you need help to prepare for the next 10 to 15 years and save in the most tax-efficient manner and have a dedicated plan that will give you direction for this period, and speak to one of our professionals, you'll find the link in the description below. I would love to hear from you. Have you had to start over financially? What lessons did you learn? Share your story below in the comments. It might just help someone else. If you found this video valuable, like the video, subscribe to the Family Wealth YouTube channel, and share it with someone who's feeling behind at 50. And remember, it's never too late to invest into your future. I'm Hardy Swart. This is Family Wealth. Keep investing into your future.